Ciao ragazzi, hi guys, welcome back to another video. How you doing? Zamo here today in this windy day, wearing my best Boy Scout outfit because today we're gonna talk about one of my favorite brand ever. Today we're gonna talk about the new Uniqlo U Fall Winter 2024 collection. Let's have a coffee together and let's get into it. By the way, here on the channel every week we post video about fashion, design. If you're not subscribed yet, join the Zamo family, join the Spaghetti Army, it's always fun. Today we're gonna talk about Uniqlo U, their fall winter collection that just dropped yesterday, review the brand, talk a little bit about the collection, my experience in the store. I was actually in the store in Amsterdam, what I picked up and my favorite pieces from the collection. Grab your beverage, if you don't have a Zamo mug, that's okay. And let's go. Let's just have a little introduction. If you guys don't know, Uniqlo U is like the most fashion-forward line from Uniqlo, worldwide leading player. They're more edgy, with a different cut, fashion-forward line. I've started, getting more involved into it, especially for elevated essential. The collection is designed by Christopher Le Maire, his team in Paris, and from the last collection also by Sarah Lynn Tran. I'm really curious to see again how this collaboration is going to develop, and having professional designers who maybe come from like a higher end cut really gives a different effect on Uniqlo U, creating staples with like nicer cuts, with nicer edge, and I am absolutely into those. I really have a few cool pieces and I'm always curious to see when a collection drops. Let's look together at the collection and let's go through it. The collection was announced a couple of weeks ago. The whole campaign has been shot in a streetwear style and really focused on seasonal colors. The stronger color this season were like this kind of burgundy brick color. They were like this kind of yellow beige, dark gray, and of course my personal favorite, black. I always kind of recommend going for darker colors simply because it makes sense. Look again what I'm wearing today, so that makes sense for me. But overall, I think it's also an opportunity if you want to play with colors. Again, just like look at Uniqlo U, every season they release interesting concepts. If you look together at the collection, we can see how there is some proposal in underwear. I was curious about two ones. The first is the oversized single breast coat. I really like this dark gray, could have been a nice staple. And my personal favorite is this lambswool knit jacket, which again, especially in black, I think could be a great strong selection for winter. If you're talking about knitwear, I absolutely adore Uniqlo U knitwear. We can see here looking at the collection that I have two options, the lambswool crew neck jumper and the merino blend mock neck. I have a passion for mock necks. I think that a good lambswool crew neck is always good, so I was really curious to try these on. I personally have knitted polo from the Uniqlo U spring summer. I actually also have a Uniqlo U knitted cardigan from last year fall winter, so I was really curious into that. I wasn't a really fan of this puffer tech volume parka or the brush jersey, but again, that's simply a matter of personal preference. I was also really surprised by the shirt. You have especially this twill oversized shirt in the gray color, especially, which I think can be a great solid option for winter. Utility shirts is made out of nylon. I'm actually not a fan of overshirts. I have so many, having worked for CP company, and I was curious about this drape shirt. Online you see it very shiny. I was curious to look more into it. These shirts were just like your overall like Arism thing all over, so like crew neck, turtleneck, long sleeve, again nothing special, and you can always get this during the week, especially also with the longer sleeve, short sleeve, with the sleeve. It was pretty okay, alright I guess. And then final, to look at the collection, we have trousers, which I wasn't impressed from. I have a shit ton of pants that they really didn't seem like an inspired or strong proposition, but please guys let me know if instead you have a different take and if instead you had tried on. Something that I was gonna look for is the corduroy white trousers, simply because I think it's really interesting to have corduroy, which normally you have like a tighter fit, a bit more like old gentleman kind of school, applied with like a streetwear cut, and I think that's gonna be very interesting. Last thing in the collection that we're seeing here, of course, is the accessories. I really like the roll bag, and especially the new version of the crossbody nylon bag, the nylon croissants I like to call it, and a fleece line cap. So the collection looks strong leading colors, few interesting pieces that I talked to you about. So let's get into my visit. Yesterday morning I hopped on my bike, headed towards the city center in Amsterdam. Sky was looking great, and just facing the store. The store is situated in the city center of Amsterdam, so next to the Down Square, beautiful center of Amsterdam is just there on the corner in one of the shopping main streets. I was there at the opening, so of course the whole collection was still being set up. The store was looking pristine. Again, this is like the opening day. I was there right at the beginning. The whole collection was actually exhibited upstairs, which was easy to reach with just some staircases. I went directly to the menswear corner, which of course is at the second floor. As you guys can see, it was clearly exhibited, even if with not too much space. And you had the strong gray and burgundy, you had the gray, and then of course the beige as styled from the collection that we saw. You could see of course some yellow also in the back, the white puffer that was standing there, you know, a lot of people buying a lot of items. You had the corduroy pants here with the overshirts and the mock necks all together, you know, separated by color, but still very, very interesting to see. Here you can see the checkered shirts, you can see the caps. Absolutely, I was impressed by how nice the checkered pattern was looking. On the other side, you still have the nylon, you still have the mock necks. Here you can have like a better look on different variants, especially with the corduroy pants. On the other side, we instead had the oversized overcoat, and we had the pants, so like the oversized pants and the fleeces. As you can see, the fleeces are not looking great. I actually touched the oversized jacket, but it was looking a bit too thin. Honestly, it wasn't worth the 130 euros. I actually took a look also at the crew neck, and I just want to point out, guys, be careful because inside is gray. So if you mind that, be mindful of that for the lambswool crew neck. Also, the neckline is a bit wider, just as a reference for us. I moved into the changing room and I decided to try on the first one, which again is this checker shirt. As you guys can see, is a bit too oversized. I am normally a size medium. I recommend always to go for a size less in overall, blindly, in Uniqlo U. But I decided to go for a large, and as you guys can see here in the video, it was actually too big for me, really too drapey, but that's not an issue. I then decided to try on the piece I was most curious about, which is this lambswool jacket. Gray lambswool jacket. As you guys can see, this size is fitting me perfectly. This was a medium, really cropped. I was a bit on the edge on what to do because I was like, okay, what if it shrinks? What if I want to put more layers underneath? So I was a little bit on the fence, but overall the product was incredible, like a thick knitted jacket with nice buttons, with nice pockets, really versatile and timeless, especially in this black. Absolutely adore it, and like, you know, like the feel they had on and everything. I also tried on the crew neck. As I mentioned, you can see from my t-shirt underneath the neckline is a bit wider, but the overall feel is pretty nice, pretty stable, great elevated essential with a good overall feel and weight to it. I then had it outside, then I tried the size medium of the checkered shirt that I tried before, and that was really making more sense. Personally, it was like, you know, closer on my shoulders with overall nice feel, and I was like, okay, if I really want to wear it and enjoy it, that makes way more sense. I tried the large. From the lambswool jacket, you can see there is a bit more space here around, but overall I think it's a very solid option, and I like how it feels, and especially if it's gonna shrink a little bit with wash, this might be making sense. I took a look again at overshirts, you know, just to give them a second chance, third chance, but it was still feeling too nylonish, if you pass me the term. And then I took a look at the puffers. Unfortunately, I wasn't really happy with the material, and it was just like feeling cheap and light, so not my vibe, these comfortable puffers, I have to confess. Lambswool jacket was looking great also in the other colorway, you know, but of course you had this grayish, this brown, amazing thick, but not my jam. And then surprise, I was mentioned before, I was really interested into this black shirt. I wasn't sure of it. I tried it on and I really liked the combination. Maybe it was just like with my outfit. It's like made of a sustainable material called Lika. Very nice, and I decided to, you know, just try it on, and I was very happy with it. Great experience. The store still had a full stock, and I wanted to go, you know, just to make sure that I was gonna be happy with the results, and that I was, absolutely. So yeah, that was my visit. Once I got home, I was able finally to try on something. Have I bought something? Write it down in the comment. Let me also know what you guys think. So in the end, I bought a few things. I was really happy with those. Most things are black, most things are a great size, and I'm gonna show them to you. Let's do like a, you know, in-hand review of the items. First item was this crew neck. I actually went for a medium. I'm really happy with it. It has a good weight, it's a good staple, nice bands. Of course, the neck is a bit wider, so maybe you have to wear it with a tank top and an open collar underneath, or you have to wear it, you know, with like a low hanging, but overall super solid piece. As I mentioned before, I have other knitwear pieces, and last fall winter I wasn't able to secure the lambswool, so I decided to get one. Even if again can be a bit of a boring item, I think it's super valid. Then a little bit with a tighter feel, you know guys, I'm all about mock neck Zamo. I decided to go with this like merino mix Mock neck I think is great for, you know, formal occasion. On formal occasion you can dress it down, maybe with nothing underneath. I think it looks amazing. Has a great color line, has a thinner feel to it, and I really like how it's cut. Again, this is size medium. I'm 1.80 m per 78 kilos, something like that, so it really fits over. Pick number 3 is my personal favorite, is the lamb's wool jacket. I decided to go large, I decided to go for a bit more of a comfortable fit. As you can see, it looks great open, it looks great close, it has an overall weight to it, the buttons are really high quality. I like the positioning of the pocket and can be played more over like a cardigan, more like of a jacket, depending on the condition, but I'm absolutely impressed with it. Still, I was a bit on the fence with the size, but I'm happy that I got in this one that has a bit more space here, and overall I think can be better included in my rotation, yes. Then, for the surprise of everyone, something that's black. So this is their shirt, like the drape one, the top one, as you can see, is a bit nice and shiny, but I really like this material. It's a bit long, I have to be honest with you now looking back at the footage, but I don't know, I kind of like it. I always wanted one. I think maybe in your pants or adjusted, you know, you can always find a solution. You can gift it to your partner. Anyways, I think it's a solid piece and really soft. It's not something I'm familiar on, like black shirts, but I don't know, let me know what you guys think if you bought it, and this was like the only piece that I wasn't super convinced about. Might still return it, so let me know. And piece number 5, surprisingly, is not black, which comes as a surprise, is the oversized twill shirt. Super nice, super comfortable, nice and gray colors, you know, going well with the winter. I think it's a very versatile piece, 8-layer flannel, so I'm absolutely happy with that. Then, to top it off, this is also like the nylon bag. I think it is super nice. It's kind of like a croissant bag made of nylon. I love it. I'm gonna try it on in the coming days. I'm actually going on holiday next week, so I will let you know, guys, how it works. But overall, this is my review. What do I think about the collection? I think the collection had solid pieces, but not great outerwear. The only one I really liked was the lamb's wool. Love the knit, love the shirts, hated the pants. Accessories were okay. I prefer the previous spring-summer one, but again, it's a matter of choice. It's nice also to have different models, different colors integrated in your collection. Lamb's wool jacket was amazing. Oversized twill were amazing. Knitwear was, you know, making his job. Let me know, guys, what you think. If you cop something, it's always nice to, you know, have a review, think what you think about it, and you know, what's your take on your Uniqlo U. Have a beautiful day, stay safe out there in the shitty weather, and see you at the next one. Love you, bye.